"Ice cream," calls out the man in the ice cream truck. All the kids come running out of their houses towards the ice cream truck. Limon and Ollie too, of course. Even some grown-ups, like Bubs. They all line up to get their ice cream. Now it's Limon's turn. "Cup or cone?" asks the ice cream man. Limon replies, "Cone, please, with 1 scoop of strawberry." Ollie says, "Cone for me too. Chocolate, please." Limon is sure that strawberry is the best, but Ollie says, "Strawberry's for girls with pinky bows. No strawberry for boys, only chocolate, the best of the best." Limon doesn't take that very seriously. She says, "Pinky-bowed girls love strawberry. Chocolate is for boys with backwards caps." As Limon and Ollie keep poking fun at each other, Bubs gets himself a huge cone topped with lots of colorful scoops. "That's him! That's the one!" a girl hiding behind her dad shouts, pointing towards Limon and Ollie. "Dad, that's him!" the little girl continues, looking angry. Limon looks at Ollie looks at Limon, Bubs looks at Limon and Ollie. "Hey, that's Gulbo from the school bus," recognizes Limon. Gulbo turns to her dad. "That's the boy who always makes fun of me on the school bus. Everybody on the school bus laughs at me," she says, pointing now directly at Ollie. Ollie looks puzzled as he looks back at Gulbo and her father. He says, "I don't make fun of her. I just make jokes. Everybody loves my jokes." Gulbo holds her dad's hand firmly, and furious, she says, "He calls me Curly Burly. I am not Curly Burly." Ollie responds, "But you have curly hair, and burly just rhymes with curly. Besides, I just say that for fun." Gulbo, squinting her eyes at Ollie, says, "I do not want fun like that." Gulbo's dad looks right at Ollie, and Ollie says, "Come on, it's just a joke. I joke around with Limon all the time, right, Pinky Bow?" Limon answers, "Yeah, I think Ollie's funny. He makes me laugh." Bubs turns to Ollie and says, "Ollie, we only kid around with people if they want to be kid around with. Otherwise, it's not funny." Ollie doesn't think that makes sense. In a low voice, he says to Limon, "What's wrong with being curly burly?" as they start to walk home. Ollie continues, "She has no sense of humor, that's what it is." As they walk, they see 3 girls on the sidewalk. They seem to be having a lot of fun spraying water from their water bottles. They're spraying water everywhere and laughing a lot. They spray the cars and laugh. They spray the sleeping cat and laugh. They spray each other and laugh even harder. Then, just as the girls pass by Limon and Ollie, they spray water on Ollie. Ollie gets all wet as they hurl themselves to the ground, laughing harder than ever. They scream, "Oh, it's so funny!" Ollie is upset. "What do you think you're doing? I'm all wet now," he yells. The girls can hardly talk, they're laughing so hard. They say, "Oh, we're just kidding around and having fun. Isn't this funny?" Ollie doesn't think this is funny at all. He tells them so. "This is not funny." The girls stop for a moment and look at each other. They say, "He has no sense of humor. That's what it is." And they go on their way laughing. Ha 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 ha. Ollie watches as they walk away. He recognizes these words. They are his words. "She has no sense of humor," he had said about Gulbo just a while ago. Puzzled, he asks Limon if she thought that was funny. Limon says, "I think everybody has a different sense of humor. I guess they thought it was funny." "But I don't think it's funny. I do not want fun like that," Ollie says. As his words come out, he recognizes them too. They're exactly what Gulbo said to him. Bubs confirms. That's what Gulbo was trying to tell you about your jokes, Ollie. Ollie stops and tells Limon, I need to talk to Gulbo. Come with me. They all go back to the ice cream truck. Gulbo and her dad are sitting on the bench enjoying their ice cream. Ollie turns to Gulbo. Hey, I didn't realize that my jokes bothered you. I'm sorry. No more joking around like that. Gulbo looks at her dad, then looks at Ollie, and says, Okay, good. I like that. Everybody smiles, and as Ollie walks back, he turns to Gulbo and says, Oh, and one more thing. You actually have great hair, and that doesn't rhyme with anything.